Let's start with Will Ferrell and his latest new look. This just came out. Hollywood actor Will Ferrell. Fans claim he looks odd after appearing in a video where Kim Kardashian coaches him on how to take a selfie. Check this out.
I don't know. I've never taken a selfie before. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Okay, chin down.
Okay.
But like stick your neck out a little to make it, a little.
Down like this?
What's your good side?
I don't know. Does anyone have a good side, really?
That's it? Yeah. Okay, let me just show you.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Seriously, Kim Kardashian. Okay. Obviously, backing up here. He does look like he get a little bit of sun. He looks a little thinner in the face. I don't know, man. What's going on? He's been out in the sun a lot. That's obvious. Just looking at his hair and his face. He's got a weird cap on as well. Maybe he's out playing tennis all the time or something, or golf. That might be what's going on. But yeah, a lot of people are talking about this right now, how he looks strange. Yeah, he looks like Ron Perlman now. Some are saying he looks like Ron Perlman. He does kind of look like Ron Perlman a little bit. Yeah, he does look a lot different. He did lose some weight in his face, didn't he? He's definitely lost weight. Although he's got the chest still. Although I can't tell what's going on with his chest. Like, I mean, I got big, sort of a muscular chest myself. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if it's muscle or not. It's kind of like maybe both. I don't know what's going on with him because he's too thin for it to just be, it's not like he's a fat guy, right? You know what I mean? Maybe he's just one of those guys, right? I guess. I don't know. At any rate, so getting into some other stuff, here we have Dana White. Storm parts around White House during Trump's UFC birthday bash. So during our president's birthday bash, which he turned 80, it was also America's 250th anniversary. And we had the UFC event there on the front lawn. Very bizarrely, a storm literally parted and went around the event. Okay. That's on top of having that weird rainbow and lightning as well. Let's just check this out. This is pretty crazy. Oh, whoops. What are we doing here? Let's just play this real quick.
7. We're ready. We have the best. This isn't like the Channel 7 meteorologists.
Right.
We have like the military, right? We got like the best guys in the world. We're absolutely positively getting hit. It's going to hit. So we got a team. We're ready. When it hits, we're going to get out there and clean everything up as best we can. And then we're going to go on at 9 o'clock. Okay.
Right.
I think it was 9 o'clock, between 9 and 9:30. Okay.
Right.
We're going to go after the rain. The storm comes and splits at the White House and goes around the White House in the ellipse.
Like divine intervention.
Well, the president believes that to his core.
Yeah, well, of course, is Dana White still an atheist? I remember him being like an atheist or skeptic, and that was like 10 or 15 years ago I heard that. Is that dude still an atheist? I can't even believe that. I guess he's going to have to see some serious miracles to believe, I guess. I don't know, man. I guess that's apparently not enough for him. I don't know. That's pretty nuts that happened, though, that the storm split going around the White House, all right? That's pretty crazy. And so I thought that was a little bit of a sign. I feel like when he dedicated America back to God, what was it, about a month ago, that he did it right. Like, he didn't like play games. He didn't bring in a rabbi and a imam or something like that. He didn't do any of that. And you had Marco Rubio saying that we literally dedicated America back to the Christian God, Jesus. And then on top of that, he had Rumi, the guy who played Jesus in The Chosen, speaking at the event. It was very obviously correct dedication back to God. And so to me, I think God sees that as a good sign. And look, obviously God owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, as people say. God clearly can do whatever he wants, but God honors free will. So if you choose for him to be in your country, that gives him permission to do more stuff. He could do it anyways if he wanted to, but he honors free will. So if you say, we don't want you here, he ain't going to be there, right? You're going to lose your hand of protection. But with us dedicating America back to God, I believe we're starting to see things change. And it's really interesting, actually, because we're now seeing this happen in Europe as well. Could it be like we're rubbing off on them? They're wanting to literally deport all these, of course, illegals back. And we're also having all these Europeans come over for the World Cup, and they're shocked at what they see in America. And I've covered that already on one video recently. And I think I might have a clip or two here I'm going to cover in a little bit on that as well. Yeah, I do. I got one at least. But check this out. So, largest fireworks show in history. President announced our nation's salute to America's celebration on July 4th to mark America's 250th birthday. It will feature historic military flyovers, largest ceremonial military ensemble ever assembled, largest fireworks display in history, and, of course, President Donald J. Trump will be headline it all. The event will take place on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. You won't want to miss it. Reserved today. Yeah, okay. So this is awesome. And he mentioned, like, what was it, a year ago, that we're going to even do a world, what is it? It's a world fair. We're going to do the world fairs like they did 100 years ago. That'll be pretty awesome as well. But here we have Trump literally walking in to the G7 saying he's the boss, okay?
Thank you, President. Dear colleagues. Hello, I'm the boss. How are you? Good, thank you.
So I think Starmer needs to take some cues from our president, man, because, at least Macron, I think, has a little bit more respect in Trump's eyes. Starmer, though, Keir Starmer, like, he at first wouldn't shake his hand. You could see him kind of in the corner. He was literally standing next to him, and he just almost ignored him at first. But he did eventually shake his hand. But with what Keir Starmer's been doing of recent with the laws in his own country, people are starting to see that in a negative light, particularly if you look at the stats for all the countries arresting people for social media posts. UK's top. Matter of fact, UK is not only the top, you can take the UK and in their amount of arrests, and you can take the next 9 underneath it, including China, all of them, add them all up, and it's about equal to what UK has done in the last year. That's what's going on in the UK currently. And they just passed their 16, what was it? It's not the Online Safety Act. It's something else where they just passed it to where you have to be if you're 16 or younger, you can't access certain social media websites, and it goes into effect, I think, December 10th, if I recall correctly. And like from what I could tell, when they asked students, those that are 16 or under, what they thought, none of them seemed happy. At least the ones that videos I've seen of it. All of them tended to be like probably in the 15, 16 range that they were asking, but they didn't seem to be very happy about it. Okay. But there's another factor to it, which a lot of people are not aware of. And we're going to get into that as we get farther in this video. What is going on there? Okay. First of all, let me show you this. This is a European in America. Check this out. Let's just play this real quick.
My entire life about America. I feel like I've been lied to my entire life about America.
America, it is happening. Do you see it? People who aren't American, who have travelled to the World Cup, are realising they've been lied to. Before travelling to America, foreigners would just think America is this place they would hear about on the news all the time. It's a horrible place. But when you strip that back, like I've been doing for years, travelling America, so many different states, you realise the beauty of America, the different cultures, how amazing the people are. And the World Cup has allowed people outside of America to see America through their own eyes, not through their country's media eyes. This is incredible, and I couldn't be happier for America.
Now think about that. So they just made a law that if you're under 16, you're not going to be able to look at any social media like YouTube, Instagram, X, Kick, Twitch. You can look at YouTube Kids. That's about it. You can't go to any of the other websites. All you can watch is the mainstream news, which he just told you, at least in his case, gives you a negative light on America when it's not even true. Once they come here, they all realize, wait a second, we were told this is a bad place, but America's actually a nice place. It's kind of weird.
The world is realising when you strip back the negativity, you get and you realize how beautiful America really is.
So you get the idea. It's kind of interesting. It's like, instead of just realizing your message is not working there in the UK, that you guys in charge are not doing your best job in the world, and that people are rejecting it, instead you're just like, no, we just need to pass laws and stop things from happening and arrest people when they say stuff we don't like, right? It's not going to work out. I guarantee it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire so spectacularly, it's going to be all completely undone. As you're now seeing in the European Union, let me show you this. They're literally chanting, send them back. European Union, we're talking the parliament there. We're talking the liberals in the European Union are now saying, send them back. It's over. So you can see that they're talking about the illegals, send them back. And I just played a clip on my other channel, Belgium. If you add up all the immigrants of the last decade, he was saying it's like 70+% if you count the illegals, the legals, and the children of both. That's how many. That's the percentage of people there. 70-some%. And the actual Belgians that originated there, say 50 years ago, they're a small percentage now, apparently, in that country, which is kind of amazing. But before we go any further, check out Food Supply, 25-year shelf life. Link is in the description for it, my friends. They got lots of awesome packages available as low as $20, as high as $3,000 if you want a year's worth. This book here, The Lost Ways, How Your Great-Great-Grandfather Lived Without Electricity, How to Build a Cellar, Do Things Around the House as they did in the good old days. You might need that book. If the power goes out for an extended period of time, get the printed version, $37, link below. Go check out our other links below. We're on Rumble, X, a lot of places. Let's get back to the video. So, of course, we got also this story, and this might explain a few things. So, you saw this guy's statement about all these people from the World Cup coming here, realizing America is not what they've been told. It's an awesome place. Loving our Southern hospitality, loving our food, seeing our big stores, visiting people in other cities in America, New Jersey, loving the people here. The thing is, though, is over back in the UK, in Europe, this is why they're now saying send them back, my friends. This document just came out about the gangs there in Europe, particularly Muslim ones. Not all of them, but some of them for sure. And how they're getting away with doing a lot of huge crimes. 250,000, of course, women. And also the younger. We're talking in the UK only. That's just in the UK alone. And they were doing very, very terrible things, my friends. And they were not getting punished for it. A lot of these people would get let off with light sentences. In some cases, even no sentences. And this just came out. Could this be part of the reason why the European Parliament is now saying send back the, of course, illegals? I'm guessing that is the case because it is very bad. Some of the stuff it says in here. Some people are even talking about Jeffrey and the Island and comparing the two. And it's just as bad. It really is that bad when you hear about some of the stuff that was going on in Europe. Particularly against white, Christian, of course, girls, this stuff was happening. And we're talking even younger, right? It's just really insane. And that's been going on for a very, very long time. I remember hearing about it like a decade ago and hearing people talk about it on social media a decade ago. Back then, though, it was something that, wasn't very well known, and now it's obviously much more known than back then. So you see now it's finally gotten to the top echelon of society in Europe that even the European Parliament now is like getting involved, wanting to send back, I think it's millions. I don't know how many people it is, but it is a lot. We're talking potentially millions of illegals. Kind of like what you saw happening here, although it hasn't been happening as much here anymore. We need to get that going again here so that we have these illegals, of course, gone in our country and bring up the birth rate again, because that is the right route to solving this problem. And this is what I've been saying for a long time. You have here a UK officer apologizes for stopping gospel singer on Oxford Street. This woman here, UK policewoman, I remember this video from, it was over a year ago apparently. She was saying you can't sing a gospel song on the street. You have to be on church property, premises. She has now apologized for this. She has apologized that she was wrong. Her name is Officer Maya. I can't even say her last name. Who wrongly insisted church songs couldn't be sung outside church grounds amidst local busking rules. The Metropolitan Police reviewed the footage, apologized for the mistake. What is it, a year later? Classified the public religious expression as protected under UK law, though performers in Westminster need a license. So that's kind of, at least they're admitting that they got something wrong there. So that's a good sign, right? But you have, of course, also recently under Keir Starmer, this new social media ban for those under 16, which apparently a lot of parents were on board with in the UK, although it seems like a lot of the younger people are not liking it. You know, and I think a lot of it comes back to what a lot of adults don't realize when they're approving of this. It's not about that factor of protecting the kids that is the concern. That actually is, everyone wants to do that, I think, or most people want to do that. I want to protect the kids, of course, you do too, but that's not really the issue. The issue is all the people in the UK now have to use a driver's license, prove they're over 16 to get on a website. You see what I'm getting at? So it's about you also, the adult, having to give up privacy to just simply get on the internet. And then on top of that, they have a lot of people getting arrested in the UK for social media posts, which is higher than any other country from what I've seen. Matter of fact, they're saying the cumulative is higher than, if you even added all the next 9 together, it's about equal. Like China has like this much and UK has this much. China, a communist country, is arresting less people for social media posts than the UK, with also 10 times, or maybe more than 10 times the population. They got way bigger population, and they got like a fraction of the rest. And it's a communist country. Or at least partially pseudo-communist, whatever it is now. I know they got some sort of capitalistic aspect to them as well. But they do have communist leadership, if I recall correctly still. That's pretty insane that you have a democracy doing more arrests of social media posts than a communist country. I might show you something ain't right. You know what I mean? At any rate, that's my video. Kind of wonder what some of you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below, and thanks for watching.